Tuesday, August 5th, we're in the channel headed toward Gustavus, and we are headed south. We are passing around the Admiralty Island, which is off to the left here. Can't not the viewer right now. We're on the ferry over to Gustavus. This is give you a view of the immensity of this land. On this side over here is Admiralty Island, where we went with the bears to see the bears, Hannah and her cubs, and the wolverine cub. Back here, snow-capped mountains. This is off further distance and shows you the glaciers and the ice fields that lie behind the rainforest closest to the ocean. We're headed down this channel directly ahead, and then we go to starboard around the end of this point here and then head up toward Gustavus. Foggy out here. Of course, it was foggy this morning. That's why we couldn't fly out of Juneau this morning to fly to Gustavus early this morning. We will be getting the ferry tomorrow to be able to see the ice field and the glaciers in Glacier Bay National Park.
Yeah, you know, I've been talking to all the kids around here, and it's amazing. Everybody is, it's like the last thing they want to think about this summer is homework. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm getting excited just listening to you. It's like, right, but how much? But it's August. But it's August, you know? And so everybody's thinking, well, school's going to be coming around sooner or later, right? So, anyways, now, which subjects do you guys like a little better? Are these guys doing okay in school?
My favorite subject is English. I love English.
We're coming around into the icy straits, which then will lead up into Gustavus. These islands are off to the starboard side of the boat, and I guess form part of the mainland that Gustavus is on. The Beardsley Islands, where a lot of the whales are seen, are up further west of Gustavus. Off in the distance, perhaps you can see them on this fjord, I don't know. There are more ice-capped mountains and obviously more glaciers. That's the way it is here in Alaska. The immensity of this land is extraordinary. It's not that different in many ways than Maine, but everything is much bigger. The fjords are bigger, the mountains are bigger, the channels are deeper. This is the land of immensity. These are the Marble Islands. I think this is North Marble Island, Glacier Bay. Full of birds. Gulls. We're looking for the can't think of it. Puffins. Weather is cold, probably in the lower 50s. Gray skies. We're headed north into the Glacier Bay. This is approaching the Marble Islands are on the eastern bank of Glacier Bay. That's where we are right now.
There's one above it to the right, the redbush on that white section.
Yeah.
The blackbird in that white section.
Yeah. We see a tufted puffin right here in this white rock, the blackbird in the center of the white rock.
Oh, there you are.
Right ahead of us, the brown mass up there on the rock are sea lions. They're not doing too much, but they're lying there.
They're noisy.
And lazy.
More sea lions.
Up on the top left-hand side, the second one in.
Whale. That's all the commentary we need. The whale is fluking. Been doing this for the last 2 or 3 minutes. We just spotted a little bit of it here. There it is again. Look at that. There it is again. We are now at the northern point of Glacier Bay, and this brings us to the meeting of actually 2 glaciers. This is the Grand Pacific Glacier, looking directly ahead that we're looking at right now. A very dirty glacier, but the largest one. There are about 6 glaciers up the mountain that meet and flow into this Grand Pacific Glacier. Over here, a much prettier glacier with a deep blue color is the Marjorie Glacier. This one, we stand a chance of seeing some calving that will be occurring off this glacier as we sit in front of these 2 glaciers. This will be in front of these 2 glaciers for half an hour. This is a continuation of our recording of the Grand Pacific Glacier.
Now, these glaciers are pretty cold.
This is a pan of this Grand Pacific. Interesting fact is that the Grand Pacific Glacier is advancing, and these 2 glaciers actually meet, whereas 4 years ago they did not meet. This again is the Marjorie Glacier. Look at these striations, vertical striations here. Blue ice. Here are very small icebergs, which are the result of the calving that comes off of the glacier. Here's a cruise ship sitting just down bay from us. Here's a view of the bay looking south. Here's an example of the soil remnants around the bay where there is no glacier. Here we have 3 young men, middle one named Eric, to the right, left, to the left, Andrew, to the right, Tim, often known as the Niffin Boys.
Hey guys!
Standing in front of the glacier that I'm trying to photograph.
Over here.
Great kids, great trip.
Over here.
Here's Ellie in front of the glacier, and standing behind Tim. This is the point over here at which the Marjorie and the Grand Pacific glaciers converge. Again, 4 years ago, they did not meet.
See the glacier? It's a big blue from the Canadian border.
Also, it is interesting, the Canadians wanted to build a port at the northernmost point of this bay where the Pacific Glacier, Grand Pacific Glacier now has advanced. So the port would have been under ice. The Livingston's in front of the Marjorie Glacier.
That's great. One more. Wait, yeah, do two.
Hey, Philip, can you look over here a little bit?
Yeah, that's good.
The Vogel's in front of the Marjorie Glacier.
Wait.
Now everyone!
Wait, Kelsey, wait.
Thank you all.
Wait. Okay.
We're looking.
Here is Marjorie Glacier. It looks like a seal or a porpoise jumping out of the water. Okay, this is a closer up view of the Marjorie. It is 1 mile across. We try to focus here on the remarkable formations along the top of the glacier. It reminds me of Bryce Canyon in Arizona.
Look at that.
Excuse me.
Looks like we're now leaving the Marjorie Glacier. We hear gunshots. We hear a rumbling sound that indicates the ongoing disintegration of the glacier as it meets its terminus, falls into the bay. All this focus again is on the Marjorie Glacier, since it's much more picturesque and dramatic looking than the Grand Pacific, which I am now focusing on, is a little further up the bay. These are all pieces of the glacier that has fallen off into the bay, little icebergs, so to speak. Here we have a flock of gulls, huge colony.
3 o'clock. There's 2 of them right next to the boat, and just beyond them there's about 5 or 6 more on the water.
These are puffins. In the background on the small icebergs are gulls.
There's some here nice places, but
This is the Langlade Glacier, considered to be the bluest of the glaciers in Glacier Bay. Large and massive.
Talking into the video.
This is Neil Peterson, editing by commentary.
Is that right? Did you see the first one? The other one?
Is there a big piece of
On the left, the bluish one that we just saw. The left, not the dirty one, but the bluish one.
Birthday celebration. Are you ready?
We'll clean up. Atta girl.
No one's ever allowed this ship when it's the first. Get out of here.
We're going to use it for dinner.
Get out of here.
We're going to go be together for dinner. I just read another part of the we did this. We all went for the chandelier and it just came cascading down. It's gorgeous. It's like a
Yep. Oh well. I better be.
We're gonna let people up.